Shift, side hustle, invest for tomorrow.
All right, it's been 2 months since we said we're gonna launch an Etsy store. So today, I wanna take a minute to update everybody where we are at and the step that it took just to get some samples into the door. So this is not one of those flashy videos. This is just to show progress, what it takes to get a store up and running. And for this portion, we're just gonna talk about dealing with suppliers. Some are very responsive, some are not. Some were very responsive and then they just stop. I guess that's part of the games, but you have to be able to find the products that you're after for the right price with the right quality for this to work. But it starts with contacting suppliers, a lot of them, ordering samples, check the quality, right? We have to make sure that it's the right quality and run tests on it to make sure that we can, in fact, actually engrave and it turns out great before we can commit to inventory. And you will find out later that some of the samples that we got, we pay for it, we pay a good amount of money for it, but it turns out that the quality that it is, we just cannot use it. So if you ever wonder what it takes to get an Etsy shop live, this is it. This is part of it. All right, first thing first, for the engraver, so tools first. If you haven't watched my upgrade video, the link is in the description. I upgraded from a 22 watt to a 40 watt so I can get the same result at lower power, which means less heat and longer laser life. Make sure you check out that video if you want to see the results. For products, I was looking for 3 things: tumblers, cutting boards, and coasters. All right, so for the tumblers, for the pictures, they look really good. So I went and ordered 25 sets, but opened them, looks exciting, came in a bag, which is nice, and this. But once you start diving into the details, the material is just really cheap. I really don't think this is gonna work. Very, very cheap. Does not feel right. And that doesn't mean we're gonna give up on the tumblers. It just means that we will have to do more homework and find better sources for it. Not gonna go for that right now. For cutting board, we have 2 different kind of wood, but here's the bamboo. So this comes as a set. I do think that it looks okay, not the top quality. I am requesting similar set, but in the natural bamboo color. And then we got this big one, got the choose groove. I really like it, but I think I'm gonna see if I can find anything else that's better. So we're gonna set these aside. I think this is a really good candidate. And finally for coaster, which is what I'm most happy about. We got 3 different shapes: hexagon, circle, and square. In wood, acacia again. In this acacia and stone, dark stone, and acacia and white stone. And I think this is what I'm gonna use to start my shop. Very happy with the quality. The feel is very good. And it also comes with a stand in black and gold. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to come up with designs. Like you can see this one here, I started doing some design on it. But I want to come up with 4 to 6 different designs to start with. Once I start having some samples that I'm happy with, we'll go ahead and start taking pictures. And hopefully within the next 2 weeks, start creating a shop. And by November, we will launch our Etsy store with just the coasters to start with. And then as we grow, I want to start integrating with additional products. I said coaster, but really we got 6 different offerings. In each shape, we got 2 options and we got 3 different shapes. For the next 2-3 weeks, it's going to be really busy. Continue messing with the settings and work with other people to come up with a design that we think is going to work and we think people is going to like and they will order. Second is that we're going to have to take really good pictures so that we can create an Etsy store. And finally, come up with a strategy on how we package these things. After my research, I'm thinking we are going to try to sell it in a set of 2, 4, 6, and 8. But that could change, but for now, that is what I'm thinking. That's it, that is where we are at. I'm very excited with the coasters. Last but not least, we have to take some risk. So, I really like the product, I like the quality, and the price point is about right. So I went ahead and place a big orders. So in about a month, we will have 600 coaster landing here to start with. And depending on how we do, we will order more. I obviously don't want to sit on a huge inventory. So I think 600 is a great number to start with. While we do that, we will also have to start doing our homework on additional products. So since I like the cutting board where it's at, I'm just trying to look for better quality and to see if there's better size and offering out there. But for now, again, we will start with the coasters. The timeline right now we are shooting for is mid-November to have our Etsy store officially up and running. All right, get shifting. See you on the next update.
With Shift, we don't hustle to survive, we hustle to build wealth. Get shifting. Like, subscribe, and follow the journey.